The Lives of Brian, written and read by me, Brian Johnson. Author's note. Experience is what you get when you don't get what you want. This is a book about what happened when I didn't get what I wanted, but never stopped believing, and never gave up. Luck also played its part, of course, but I truly believe that you can achieve just about anything if your dreams are urgent enough, and if you don't just sit around waiting for something to happen. Others will have different memories of the events that I describe in these pages. It's been more than 40 years since the making of Back in Black, after all, and a half a century since the glory days of my first band, Geordie. This is just my version of how it all went down. Finally, I'd like to say a big thank you to Angus, Malcolm, Cliff, and Phil for rolling the dice and giving me a second chance at a professional music career under some of the most difficult and tragic circumstances that any band could face. Malcolm, if there is another side, mate, when I get there, I'll be buying you and Bon a beer. BJ, London, 2022. Prologue. I'd taken some hard blows before, but this time felt different. This time, barring a miracle, there'd be no getting back up. The first hint that something was about to go very badly wrong had come in Edmonton, Canada. It was the end of September 2015, halfway through AC/DC's Rock or Bust World Tour, and we were playing the Commonwealth Stadium, the biggest outdoor venue in the country, packed to capacity with more than 60,000 people. It was extremely cold and extremely wet, with buckets of rain coming down in front of the stage. Angus already had a bad fever, and I could feel myself starting to come down with the same thing. Being Canadian, the crowd didn't seem to have even noticed the weather. But of course, they were bundled up in the kind of clothes that you can only buy north of the US border, which protect you from everything from raging blizzards to pissed-off polar bears. As for us, we were just in our usual gear. Me in me black T-shirt and jeans, Angus in his thin white school shirt and shorts. The stage was at least dry, with some warmth from the lights, but Angus and I always liked to go out onto the walkway to be with the audience, so that's where we spent a lot of the show. And after a few songs, we'd worked up such a sweat from all the moving around, we didn't care that we were getting soaked to the bone in near-freezing conditions. 2 hours, 19 songs, and a couple of encores later, we came off stage, feeling great about the gig. The sound on stage had been perfect, the fans had been screaming and cheering and singing along. Angus had played like a man possessed, but there was no time to hang around. We had to get to our next show. So we said our goodbyes and climbed into our minibuses, which sped us straight to the airport. As we boarded the jet that would take us to Vancouver, the adrenaline of the show was starting to wear off, and the physical toll that it had taken was starting to become clear. I couldn't stop shaking. The thought crossed my mind that for someone just a week away from celebrating his 68th birthday, maybe all that time in the freezing rain hadn't been such a great idea. Then again, Angus wasn't faring much better, and he was just a wee nipper of 60. Touring is always hard on the body, I reminded myself, no matter what your age. Coming down with the occasional bout of flu between shows, it's just part of the deal. I ordered a big shot of whiskey, which helped, while Angus had his usual mug of steaming hot tea, and before I knew it, we were wheels down in Vancouver and heading to our hotel. But something wasn't right. It was me ears. They hadn't popped. I tried all the old tricks, yawning, swallowing, holding me nose and blowing, but nothing worked. I gave up, thinking, well, they'd clear themselves during the night. But when I woke up the next morning, oh shit, I felt like I was wearing a bearskin balaclava. If anything, my hearing had got
Sample complete. Ready to continue?